Well, hello and good morning or good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Today, in today's video, we are going to be giving you a full live demonstration of WebDesk 2642, our inspiration build that's just come out. So let's give you guys a live demo and you can dig right into it. This is the login screen for WebDesk. A lot of authentication options for our users here. We can log them in through the backend MySQL database for locally defined users. It's called local, or that's just for if you're really running a small shop and you want to do things locally, you can use that. Or you can use Active Directory or LDAP domains, which we can define down here. Home menu is in-house LDAP domain, shall we say. You can also perform SAML integrations. You can have an unlimited number of SAML endpoints. Just click on a SAML login down here if you're a SAML user. Click your appropriate SAML domain, click on that one, and give us a couple of ticks. And we are redirected over to our AWS IDP if I want to do a SAML authentication to the system. I'm not going to do that today. I'm going to go back to our login screen here, and I'm going to log into our local LDAP, which is home and new. Next thing, you can have a message of the day, user banner, call it what you will. You must agree to it or else. You can customize this, put your own corporate message in here. There's nothing in here right now. It just says you must agree. Click on agree to that. Boom, we are into the system in the blink of an eye. All our applications, your corporate applications, are going to be deployed and listed across here. Comes with some baked in applications. Admin performing WebDesk administration. You have audit here, which is for your cybersecurity team. We'll take a quick look at that later on, shall we say. There is files. Google, that's a test application, obviously. We're just testing the system with that one. World clock, little cool feature. You can add, number of world clocks here. Add whatever city you're interested in. Let's say we are interested in Chihuahua today, like the dog. Chihuahua add city. Alright, Chihuahua as added. And if we close this out, go back into it, it's going to remember. So every time you log into the system, you want to find out the time in Chihuahua or Manila or anywhere else in the world, it's going to remember your settings. You can go back into it and you can toggle it between 12 and 24 hours. Just a useful little feature as we're all working with people in different time zones these days. Also calculator does exactly what it says in the box. Nothing special there. The real meat and bones of what you're going to be using in your business is going to be the files application. Let's jump into files. This is going to be the killer application. Now, one thing I have to say is all these applications right now are included with your WebDesk license. So you don't pay any extra for these applications. You're never going to pay any extra for these applications. If we come up with some brand new killer app next year, you just have to upgrade your system. We're not going to charge you any extra for the killer app. Just pay your yearly license fee, and it's not going to go up from the $100, and you should be just fine. So it's $100 US, by the way, just in case you were wondering. Per session, and of course you get 5 sessions free. So if you want to do a demo, that's perfectly fine, and we're never going to charge you for those 5 sessions. So let's open files and take a look at the file application, shall we? So do not enter folder. We've got 2 folders here. We've got do not enter folder down here. Obviously we're not going to go in there. I created that one earlier today. I'm going to use that for a cybersecurity demo that we'll finish this video off with. And we have a test folder up here. Go in the test folder. I've just uploaded a bunch of little documents to this folder here. Let's take a look at the house PDF. If you want to look at the file, just click on it. Opens in a preview, and you can download it as you would normally, or you can just go through and take a look at the document as you would conventionally. Now, if we want to work with the versions, we have 6 versions of this file. Look at that, that's cool. 6 versions of this file. We just click on the information icon to the right here, and it says we're on version 6. Click to manage, and we can see it has gone down all the way into version 2. There was a version 1 on this system, but what happens is actually every night it's going to purge the system. This system is configured to keep 3 versions running. So version 2 about 3 o'clock in the morning, version 2 is going to drop off the list here eventually, but you can configure it to keep infinite versions if you want. This system's configured to just keep 3 versions. That's the default out of the box. What we can do is we can promote versions up and down. So if we want to promote, well, version 2 is about to go away at 3 in the morning. Let's promote version 2 up, shall we? So version 2, click promote. Boom, we are now onto version 7 of that document. Now what just happened? If we go back to versions, we can see that version 2 is still there, but what happens, a copy of version 2 was created at version 7 right at the top. So 2 has also been copied to version 7. So you never lose version 2 unless the system goes through and automatically deletes it. You won't lose version 2, but what you will get is you get your new version 7, which is an exact copy of version 2, and that's the way the system works. And if you don't want to promote anything, you just want to download something to look at it, you can just download one. We can download version 4 here. Boom. That's version 4. Of course, it's a PDF, so it's going to open in my browser, but that's version 4 right there. Some cool options for file management as well. We can destroy a file forever. If a file contains confidential information, you don't want it to go to the trash for obvious reasons. You want to get rid of it and nuke it forever and never see that sucker ever again your entire life. It's a bomb by it for an obvious reason. Click on destroy forever. Boom. It's going to warn you first very carefully that this will permanently destroy the file folder and all versions, and it is not kidding. It is going to be technically impossible basically to get that file or folder back if you hit destroy forever. We're not going to do that in this demo, but you can do that if you want. If that file contains PII or whatever and you want to just get rid of it and nuke it forever, you can. But obviously, we all agree that is not always a good option for users. So what you can do, we can set a folder rights up there. We're going to set file rights. Let's get our file rights and take a look at our rights real quick. Update rights. And we're going to add some onto this. We're going to add we'll add the read-only group. I like picking on that one. Click add. Okay, and see this DE is destroy. We can take away his destroy rights just like that. Take away his destroy. We'll take away his admin rights as well, because if you have admin, that's actually going to override and you'll automatically get destroy rights. So take away destroy and admin. He won't be able to destroy files. He can still DL. He can still delete the files. He can move. He can copy them. It's very granular. He can create. He can read and he can write. But this guy, well, this group, sorry, cannot destroy, and he can't be the admin for anything right now. I'm not going to save that. One thing I'm going to take a look at for you guys is, let's click up here for this one. No, actually, we won't do that. We'll click on, we use the medical folder as an example. So click on the medical folder, and if we go to update rights, you'll see this kind of menacing option at the top of rights here. Block inheritance requires admin at that level, and we are not kidding. If you block inheritance and you don't have an admin at that level, you are never going to have an admin below that level, essentially, because you're going to be in this chicken and egg situation where you can't create an admin because you don't have an admin. So if you ever block inheritance, make sure you create a user that has admin rights or has at least some rights beneath that folder, because it is going to it's basically going to strip everybody's rights from that folder, and you have to redefine the rights at this level. It is a highly secure option, block inheritance. I'm not going to turn it on right now for this folder, obviously, but if you want a highly secure folder, turn on block inheritance. We'll first actually define an admin for the folder, then turn on block inheritance, and only that admin is going to be able to administer that folder, and only that admin is being able to have any control over that folder whatsoever. The other admins won't even be able to see that folder. It's crazy. So that's a really, really good security feature. And on the subject of security features, let's talk about actually, let's do a search first, shall we? Let's show you how the search works. We have a really cool search feature. Search feature in WebDesk Files is absolutely awesome. We can search inside files, we can search handwriting, we can search the PNGs, PDFs, Word documents, we can search everything. Just click up here, top right hand corner, says search files, and we're going to search for that. I'm going to search for Jim. I know we have some Jim related files there. Jim, boom. It was that fast. That fast. We have all the files that contain Jim. There are actually two files. Work at PDF, obviously, and house PDF. Let's take a look at house PDF. Now, if we click the location, that's going to take us to the folder. If we click the name here, that's going to basically open the file up in preview. So I'm going to click on house, and there's Jim right there. So it's searched inside the PDF for us, and it found it. As long as you search inside PDFs you have rights to. If you don't have rights to it, you're not going to see it on the search list there. Also can search obviously outside the folder. So if we search for, I know there's medical stuff in here. We're going to search for blood. Boom. Yeah. There you go. CPR education manual in test medical, which is that folder up there. We can click there. Boom. And it's taking us straight to the folder just like that. As easy as that. It is really simple. Now, I did mention earlier bad actors and the juicy stuff. You know, you could probably have some bad people on your system. Let's really quickly take a look at Tripwire, shall we? So if I go back to my main menu here, my WebDesk menu, I go to audit, which is what the security operations guys are going to use, cybersecurity guys are going to use. This is a live dash of everything that's happening on the system. You can see I'm accessing a bunch of stuff here. You can see my access to the medical folder there. You know, it's logging everything I'm doing on the system. But you know, we're going to go over to detection. We have tripwire sensitivity of 5 on this system. So that means if I open up more than 5 documents over a 5-minute period, it is going to flag me and bad things are going to happen to my account. Also, honeypot path. That is what I was talking about earlier. The do not enter folder. We have a do not enter secret.txt. If we touch that, bad things are going to happen to my account instantaneously. It's a honeypot. It's designed to attract people. You can give it whatever name you want. If you go there, you're a bad actor. It's going to lock your account. Let's just take a look and see what happens. I'll close out that. Go back over here, and we'll set off the honeypot first. Man, maybe I've opened 5 files or close to 5 files by now, but we'll set off the honeypot first. Do not enter secret.txt. It sounds juicy. Let me go in there. Well, it seems like everything's working properly. It's just a text file with 3 lines in it, right? Boom. But I've kicked off a chain of events, which is going to be unfortunate for my account. Boom. Uh-oh, access denied. I can't do anything in the system right now. What on earth? Access denied. Oh. I am really in trouble. I have been completely locked out. I have Robocop here telling me to get lost, basically. What just happened? Well, I just hit the tripwire file. I just hit the honeypot file. Sorry, not tripwire, honeypot file. If we go over, and if I'm a regular box administrator, I don't have access to the cybersecurity tool here. If I go over to the box administration, and I'm the user coordinator, so I've got a problem with my account, and I'm actually using that account right now. Log in here. Everything's normal in my account. I can actually see that files lockout is locked. Files lockout locked. That means I've been locked out of files. I can tell the user that they're locked out of files, but I can't do anything as a regular admin to that. It is a cybersecurity thing at this point. I could probably delete the user if I wanted to. I'm not going to delete myself. So if we go back over to our audit tool, which is what the cybersecurity team use, and we go to alarms. Woo! This is basically my my criminal record, essentially, of the system. Every time I do something naughty on the system, it's going to show up here. The top one is the most recent naughty event. I can click on, excuse me for the cough, I can click on details, and I can see exactly, you know, what happened, what I've been doing. If I actually click, if I search for alarm, that brings up all my alarm instances, and we can see today exactly what happens. I That's the GMT time. Is that I clicked on I activated the security alarm for honeypot, and the result was a trigger action. So bad things happen to my account. That happened at the application level. It doesn't matter what happens, what I tell the AD administrator, what group memberships changes, anything like that. I'm not going to get back into files at all. You know, I'm going to refresh this, do whatever I want, reload. I'm not going to get back in. Period. I am done. Only the security admin can do this. The security admin can go over, mute alarms temporarily. That gives the user essentially a hall pass, and it's not going to activate the alarm for a period of time. Let's see, 2 hours is default, but you can change it to whatever time you want. I'm not going to do that this time. One-time reset is what you're going to be used most of the time. You'll give the user a slap on the wrist and say, don't do this stuff anymore, please. And give them a one-time reset. Or you can add the user to the permanent whitelist. I'll show you that in a minute. So do give myself a one-time reset this time. Boom. Confirm one-time reset. Are you sure? Yes. So the allowed user list, we can imagine, does exactly what it says. These users are allowed to violate cybersecurity principles on the system. It's only admin right now for obvious reasons, but you can even delete admin if you wanted to. But I haven't added anybody to that in the system. Go back to files. Oh, wow. See, it automatically refreshed, let me back in, everything's good with the world. But I'm feeling bad today. Let's do something really naughty. Let's add like a bad actor and let's start downloading a bunch of stuff, shall we? Oh, bridge. 1, 2. It was 5 files in 5 minutes. 3, 4, 5. In just a few moments. Whoa. Access denied. All of a sudden, I'm browsing on the system. Access denied. What's happened? I can't go anywhere. Oh. Wow. I was a bad actor. I downloaded too many files, and within 5 minutes, I was stopped. So we are putting a lid, basically, on how much data can be extracted by a bad actor. If we go here, go to alarms. Here's my wonderful criminal record of the system again. And if I just click on, I can click in any of these for details. Really, I'm clicking on the most recent one and search for alarm again. And we can see here, severity 3, security alarm, file download limit. I've actually been very naughty, as you can see ourselves. The honeypot at 131 UTC, and then at 140 UTC, I was pretty bad again by set the file download limit, which I also did the other day. I'm not a particularly good employee of this institution, it seems, but there you go. And of course, I can resolve this as I feel fit. I can mute alarms temporarily. Give them a one-time reset. What are you doing this time? Give a one-time reset, or add the users to the permanent whitelist. Sounds a whitelist this time, shall we? Boom. Add to allow list. Yes. Boom. They're cleared off there. Wow. I'm on the allow list now. So whatever I do, I'm not gonna get reported. And if I go back to files, I just close that and hit refresh. Boom. I'm back in business, and the application is working perfectly normally. I'm going to take myself off the allow list, actually. Doesn't seem like a good idea, being as I've been so bad in the last couple of days on this system. Boom. Remove users from allow list. Yeah, okay, I'm going to use off the allow list, and then just the admins there. Then, of course, Live Dash shows you exactly what's going on in real time. You can run some reports, hot activity. It's basically the naughty stuff that's happening on your system. User activity, you want to find out what the user's up to, provide the username, start and end date. This is all downloaded in CSV format. You can just load it into your favorite spreadsheet application and massage it that way. Anyway, that is it for this very brief overview of WebDesk. Hope you found this video really useful. If you'd like to find out more information about 907 Technology WebDesk, you can just surf on over or go on over to 907technology.com. You can email us directly at info@907technology.com. And how much does this cost? Everyone wants to know how much does it cost. We're not going to blow you away with this. You have a free 5-user unlimited evaluation. So if you want to use it in your house for whatever reason, you're a geek and you want to use it in your house, or you're a small business and you just have 4 or 5 users, free 5-user evaluation. That is not time limited. That 5-user evaluation is for the next 100 years if you want it. We don't care how long you use it on your 5-user evaluation. We're not going to kick you out after 90 days or anything absurd like that. If hopefully your business grows more than 5 users, $100 per session per year for additional users. Basically, contact us. We will issue you a license that is valid for 1 year, and you will have that many additional sessions. Now, it's logged in sessions. So if you have, say, 100 users, but only 50 of them are logged in at once, you only pay for 50 session licenses. You only need to buy 50 session licenses. That's the way we license it. We license it per session, not per user, because you branch out into all these other, LDAP directories and SAML directories and all these other things. We license it per logged in session. If you run out of sessions, the system will inform you and it won't log any more people into WebDesk. But hopefully that doesn't happen to you. And if it does happen to you, just give us a call or send us an email and we'll send you some more session licenses over. Anyway, I hope you have absolutely loved this demo of WebDesk. All the information to contact us is in the description down below, and I will talk to you again real soon. Thank you.